Yo, yo, yo. What's poppin', my people? It's your boy Nico, back on the 4th episode of Ethnic Ish and More. I'm super excited to actually be back at my house this time around. As you know, last time I was at my homeboy Kago house, which is my best friend since the 4th grade. And, it was a blessing for him to even open that up to me. So I didn't have to do that at my house with my parents. So, my mama don't be playing all that loud shit. So I greatly appreciate y'all for popping in. What's good, everybody? What's good, Square? What's good, Brother Bull? What's good, Janae? What's good, Claire? What's good, Jacqueline? What's good, Montreal? I think that's how you say your name. I don't know. But my peoples, I'm about to play our, we started off with that throwback R&B song. This is one of my favorite songs. Y'all know him, back in the day, he was known as Lil Corey. Now he's known as Bando Jones. But it's one of my favorite slow songs, especially the skate to ever. So I'm going to throw this on, man. Y'all enjoy yourself for the next 4-5 minutes, and, we'll get into it. Holla at you.
Yeah, that's right.
What's good, Darion? What's good, Chris? What's good, Pete? Hey, Gina. I ain't forget about you.
Yeah.
Got my motherfucking cookies, bitch. Got my motherfucking cookies.
That's right. It's a cheesehead collab.
What up, everybody?
It's for the
Got
girls
my
that's
fucking cookies.
I can lay you down, take your panties off, kiss you softly.
This all singing my cookie,
Girl,
goddamn.
you want a mile of sweet, satisfying. I can get you satisfied. I can get you, girl. She know I know all the places to kiss and turn her on, make her scream and moan. I'll do what she wants. I'll float my boat inside her ocean, give her this magic potion, yeah. Girl, stop calling on my phone, yes, I got your page. I just jumped in my ride, I'm on the way. I know you know I wouldn't play, I wanna see Victoria.
What's good, Melanie? What's good, Chad? What's good,
That's all you gotta say. Say yes, say yes, say yes, girl.
What's good, Pepe? What's good, Tam?
Say yes, say yes, girl. Say yes, say yes, say yes, girl.
This is my show, Miss Tandra, and I'm eating cookies, and I'm playing my
Now
R&B
we're all
song.
alone, and she wants some more.
Dollar Free shout out.
She wants some more.
What's good, twin?
She adore me. Because I leave her body fiending. Yes, I leave her body fiending. I know all of the places to kiss and turn her on. Make her scream and make her moan. I'll do what she wants.
I'm pointing at you. I didn't even know I'm pointing at you. But, I'll take what you get.
Girl, stop calling on my phone.
Look,
yes, I got you.
what's good, Cole? What's good, dude? Look, twin be in a place like, feel like Dream Battle.
See Victoria's Secret with your head down nice. All you gotta
That's my tattoo. I'm sorry. I probably ain't know I had it. Let me show y'all my baby. That's my baby Sean when he was 8 months. What's good, Square? What's good, Pass? I'm at your wedding all weekend with this song on like. Oh, girl, this is my song. This is my beginning song. Wow. What's happening, baby? What's good, Miss Marlon? I eat my cookies, listen to R&B. Listen to that shit. I eat these cookies, listen to. This how niggas from Chicago area get out. We eat cookies and listen to R&B. Look, bro, I'm major shit. I got a back band in me, but my back may get out. What's good, Brittany? As soon as I get drunk at your wedding, Pass, every chicken out that y'all don't say off limits, I'm singing just like this. Come here, girl. God damn it, I said, come here, girl. Hey, bro. I'll tell you in a minute. What's good, Bryce? What's good, Tay? Alright, so since my brother Bull wanted to ask, this was Lil Corey Say Yes. Now, I don't know if you could download it still as Lil Corey Say Yes. That's when he was back in the day. Now he known as Bando Jones. So He still got to say yes. He do a little more ad-libbing. The nigga still sound the same age, but for some reason, he felt like growing up, he didn't want to be big Corey. He didn't want to be medium Corey. He didn't want to be like Corey on the Rise or nothing. He just wanted to be Bando Jones. I don't think you can go from little Corey's to selling drugs. Who said I got communion crackers? These not communion. No, hold on. We're not going to start on my crackers before I go into anything. These are maybe no crackers. Mean, maybe you get some. Hell no, you won't. Because I like these motherfuckers and they cost a whole $1. Appreciate that, bro. Let me stop eating these crackers because we in here. So since we're going to mention my shirt, let me stand up. My shirt says, I am goals. This was created by Brandy Yates, who is a skater in St. Louis. Super dope show. They about $20, $25. You know, get them in any color arrangement. And you get this wonderful little postcard thing. Y'all could kind of read a little bit of it. It's probably backwards to y'all. So I'm going to kind of read the gist of it, which I thought was super dope. You know, it starts off with saying, thank you for your support. When you post a picture of yourself in this shirt, dig deep. Focus on how bomb you are. Write a synopsis, either short or long, explaining why you are goals. At the end of that testimony, make sure you use your hashtag, I am goals. So me personally, I'm going to say I am goals. Why? Because I'm a black man in America. Because I'm a black father who, regardless of the situation with the mother, is there 100%. I'm always there for my son unless it's something that I just can't physically be at, which he knows that. And that's just another reason I'm goals. I'm goals because I'm finally taking the initiative to push my life forward to what I want to do. Stop working for other people, start trying to work for myself. So why are you goals? I'd love to see y'all write that. We could definitely discuss that on another topic. Maybe I can bring Brandy on here to do that. But once again, we're back on the 4th episode of Ethnic Ish and More. It's your boy Nico. I am your host, aka Alexander Nicholas Martin. That's my government. My new nickname comes from Drip and Drop. It sounds like a weave plan. They call me EB3. It stands for Egyptian Brown number 3. Now, I didn't know that was a color, but since they want to give me that, goddamn me, I'm gonna take it. You feel me? So, Nico, aka the Egyptian Brown one, aka the old ho slayer, aka I like cookies from the Dollar Tree because they are $1.02 after tax. I don't got time to be spending money on them expensive butter cookies. What's good, Chris? I want to give a couple shout outs before we get into a couple of these topics I have. Big shout out to my niece Gina, and my brother Terrell Stringer, you know, on the birth of their baby Audrey. Audrey is a beautiful name. Why? Because my illustrious mother is named Audrey as well. So I love that name out the gate. I wouldn't have told her to change it for nothing. You know, shout out all my new people coming in on the live. 2 cent tax ain't man. What's good, Bree? Another good supporter of my show. Next week I should hopefully have some business cards of hers so I can plug her, as well as, you know, get one of her treats on here. Bree, tell me the name of your company, because I don't want to just say it's Bree Treats and them. So I want him to say the exact name to that. But I'm going to have Sean on here, hopefully taste testing with his little goofy self. He is a delectable snack eater. So therefore, he's going to eat that mug up and be happy, whether it was nasty, good. He think every snack in the world is good. He going to tell you the truth. What's good, Mo? First Lady Sweets. So y'all check out Bree. Another skater that's, you know, her and my boy Nova, Byron. Man, y'all check them out. They doing it big right now on Twitter. I believe they had like 2 million views on a skate video. Damn, nah, fuck. Do I gotta get a girlfriend to get 2 million views? I put a video on Twitter today, and that motherfucker got like 48 views in damn near 24 hours. Like, I ain't that motherfucking ugly. Well, I think I should be not getting just that little bit. What's good, Glenn? What's good, Jamie? Sister? What's good, Takia? So, on today's episode of Ethnic Ish and More, I got a couple topics I'm going to talk about before we get into our great feature, which is my homegirl, one of my skate friends, one of the first taught me the one move I've been trying to learn forever. I've been teaching myself that for 3 years. She taught it to me in less than 5 minutes, and I got it. My homegirl, Parris Smith, one of the greatest up-and-coming new hosts, freelance journalists, reporters, whatever you want to do it, put her in the camera, and Parris gonna make it happen. So I'm gonna bring her on here later. We gonna chop it up. Me and her always have good convo in person, so I know it's gonna be great on here. So the first thing I kind of want to get into today is the greatest thing I've heard all week. That man Hove, aka Jay-Z, aka Sean Carter, is the first hip-hop billionaire. Now, when I first heard that, I was slightly confused by it because I thought Dr. Dre was the first billionaire in hip-hop. But come to find out, he just really sold the company to Apple. He had to pay out a lot of people, so it doesn't necessarily make him a billionaire per se. But that nigga Hove, you know, the nigga that be doing the nasty with Beyonce, got the baby with the fro, little Blue Ivy, and then the other babies that got them names. I don't really know them, Rummy, and I don't know, they sound like liquor. But I fucks with Hov, man, because that, when I say that pushed me to strive hard, because I'm like, damn, I got like $3.06 in my account. This nigga got $1 million. Well, not really $1 million in totality, but shit, I was just like, that's fucking dope, though. Like, to know where he came from, to hear his story from when he was out here selling crack to being just out here, bro, that's dope. And, you know, at first I'm like, damn, this nigga got a billion in cash? Like, I bet the strip club be waiting on that nigga to show up. But it's actually a good little breakdown to it. So I wrote that down just so y'all can kind of understand how his billion assessment comes about, because it's not all in cash. So he has $220 million in cash and investments. I don't know what he investing in, but you can invest in these student loans that Navient be working me out of, because I'm broke. I said that with my Latino voice because I'm broke. Okay, another $410 million is in his liquor brands. Niggas is drinking enough money to make Jay-Z $410 million off straight liquor. Now, one of them is Douce. All the hood niggas, hood rats, from the East Coast to the West Coast drink Douce. It is like your fancy Henny in a cool bottle. It's a little pungent, but I think it's pretty good. No, it's not $1 million in his bank account, bro. It's $1 million in assets. So I'm actually going over that now. So just in case you missed the first part, he has $220 million in cash and investments. He has $410 million in liquor brands, which is Douce and Armand de Brignac. I can't say the shit. And the crazy part is, matter of fact, the computer gonna say it for us. The other we got Douce, and the other company is
Armand de Brignac.
Armand de Brignac. That sounds like French cognac from a nigga from the hood. He sell Armand de Brignac. I sell Alexander de Cognac. It's worse than ENJ, but it'll do the job. It's like 211 mixed with an ENJ and a Henny bottle, all in one. You shake that bitch up and pour it out. You got Alexander de Cognac. So we gonna go like that. $100 million is in Tidal. Now, I only had Tidal for a free subscription. I thought all niggas had Tidal just for the free subscription for a little bit. But evidently, niggas was actually like, we gonna keep it. So he straight up made $100 million off Tidal. He got $75 million in his music catalog, which was the most mind-blowing part to me, because that really shows you that music, if you don't do something else besides just your music, you're really not gonna make it. Because I was telling somebody the other day, you really don't get that much off of your music alone. You really don't get that much off de Cognac. Alexander de Cognac. You gotta say it like you finna spit on somebody. Alexander de Cognac. You gotta say it like you got a little French, but you from the Lou. Oui, oui. St. Louis, goddamn me, you know, all that shit like that. Yeah, that's how I come out. What's good, Van Zell? What's good, Tori? Another $70 million is in his art collection. And then the last $50 million is in real estate investments. And that's crazy, because that $50 million is just in real estate and housing investments. That didn't even include in the investments in the $220 million that he already got his money in. And mind you, this is probably all money. Not if you don't own. Yeah, facts. If you don't own your masters, there's really no benefit to that shit. To be honest, you out here making music, you might as well be saying, I'm a famous person working for the white man still, because you're not benefiting off of all your shit like that. Byron asks, what does the G stand for on your wall? I can only, Byron gonna have to come holler at me if he really wants to know what that G means. It's only a select amount of us know what that means, but it's in regards to my masonry. If he'd like to dig a little deeper into that, he know where he can find me. We could definitely chop it up about that, for sure. Past, he a good dude too. So if he want to go that route, we could definitely chop it up. What's good, Camille? What's good, Larry? So yeah, gotta seek. To be one, ask one. I don't wear this bracelet for no reason. I usually got a necklace on it I just bought, but I don't got that on either. So we went over the straight. Hove is that nigga, flat out. Hove is that dude. I'm sorry, Gina, we can't talk about the ribs and potato salad. I'm sorry, past Gina. She's T String's wife. She has been blowing me up and going off on me since we did not do the African Arts Festival and make these turkey ribs and potato salad. I was supposed to bring it to the birth of the baby, because that was her last thing she asked for before she gave birth. I want some turkey ribs and that potato salad. And I was like, unfortunately, we not doing this. So my bad, niece. Next year we'll be properly prepared and we'll be in that thing for sure. So I want to shout out everybody actually speaking on African Arts Festival and Jay Gastelage number 18. Once again, shout out everybody who supported our winery trip. We straight, it kind of don't really, we'll chop it up. Byron. You catch me at the ring, bro, pull me to the side. We'll chop it up. But back to it's a huge spider, Brother Bill, huge. And I ain't too scared of it. I usually am, but not this one. But appreciate everybody supporting the winery trip. Like, I literally sold our first 2 tickets, and then with less than a week, we sold out of 2 buses. 2 buses. That's 52 people. What's good, Jordan? What's good, Reese? Another square in the building. Appreciate all my bros popping on to support me. So shout out to everybody on the winery trip. Another topic I wanted to get into, and I want to thank Chris, the great Chris, do some of the best hair in St. Louis. One of the greatest female skaters in St. Louis, definitely one of my favorite. She sent me a topic to talk about one day. I actually sent me an article and said I should discuss this on here, so I figured I'd give it a little bit on here today. Black boys should see more success outside of athletics, and I 100% agree. When you think about it, the NBA only has, 30 teams, which can only employ 15 players at one time on an active roster, which means only 4. Oh, yeah, not you, Chris, the other Chris. Where you got 30 teams at 15 players a team, that is only 450 people in the world at one time that can be an NBA player. Football teams, I'm not really sure how many football teams there are. I think it's somewhere around 30. I'm not really a big football fan. Van Zell, anybody I know that rock with football, please chime in on that. And if I'm incorrect, I believe it's 55 players on an active roster. Now, I don't know if that includes the practice squad or not, because I know it's only 11 on each side at a time, I believe. But okay, 52-man roster. Appreciate that, bro. So what's good, Cuzzo? So with that being said, and baseball, you could get drafted out of high school and then still get to go to college. So it's cool if you got that ability to be athletic and can play sports. Do it, but everybody's not capable of doing it. Even though you good in your city and state, don't mean that's going to translate to college. Or your college don't mean that's going to translate to a professional state. People see like, I can't make the professional league as far as NBA, NFL, MLS, MLB. They see that and then they automatically think it's a fail. But it's really not, because you still got overseas people that's getting money. I got a cousin right now. He made it to the league, got drafted by the Detroit Pistons in, I believe, 2012, and ended up messing up his leg, and to the point where he couldn't hoop over there no more. And he could have let that tear him down. Instead, he went overseas, and now he has like 2 championships, 2 MVPs in multiple countries. So you can't always, look at that as your main focus. But education should be the key. I push that on my son a lot. Now, my son is now in baseball and golf because his mother got him into that, and I appreciate that because that gets him to get a different outlet, interact with other kids. But I want him to graduate school, college. I want him to do that. He's smart. My child is going on the 3rd grade, pretty much has a 6th grade reading level. Sports, I don't even bring up sports to him because I focus on school. I focus on him doing whatever. I tell him all the time, whatever you want to do, bruh, do it. Right now, he want to be the greatest Pokemon trainer in the world. I say, shit, nigga, you can. Ash Ketchum who? Sean Ketchum, goddammit. If that's what you want to do it. And I don't know too many kids his age playing chess. He plays chess to the point where my brother, my cable toe, Andre Howard, gave me a chess board that he actually bought for my son. And now I'm going to make him teach me. And you know what, Vanzel, you're right. If you have that athletic ability and you don't know if it's going to make it to the max, use that to get your academic gain. Use that for your benefit. Play the system like the system plays us. So if you know, man, I may not be able to make it far, but I know I can make it far enough to get a full ride scholarship, why aren't you doing that? It's so much talent within the black community that I feel like we push aside some great stuff that kids are at because we want them to take care of us and become a professional player. All I want to do is see my son grow up, live to be successful, and be able to take care of himself, be able to take care of his family. If he can become famous and take care of me and his mama, Lord, that's wonderful. But that's not what I'm looking for. I just want him to use his intellect. I know sports not his big thing. I know he's not going to be no big kid. So, I mean, golf may be up his alley. He may be like the next Tiger Woods. That's what I'll tell him. He don't even know who Tiger Woods is. But he's always been interested in golf. So I push that because it's a sport of thinking. Facts, pass. Some people will pass up on a D2 scholarship because they think, oh, nah, man, I'm good enough to be D1. Everybody not good enough to be D1. Coach K ain't looking for everybody. What's good, Connie? What's good, Janelle? Coach K not looking for everybody. All these top schools can't afford that many scholarships, so you got to get what you got to get. So, that's all I'm going to really go on now. Actually, one day we're going to take a whole topic about that. Period. I can only do so much now because I don't want to take time away from my guest that's going to come on because, me and her going to have a good convo. So, I got another topic I want to touch on. I don't want to go too deep into it because I think that'll take over the rest of this episode. But once I know enough of us have really sat down and finished When They See Us, we need to have a discussion, people. And I mean that. Now, mind you, I'm not the toughest person in the world. I'll never claim it. But I'm one of the people who really don't get emotional and cry. One is because I'm dark-skinned and I don't like my face being ashy. So that's a big thing. But I finished, and I told y'all I was going to do that in a status yesterday. I watched When They See Us. I started yesterday and I finished it today. And when I say, after I saw the last part of Corey Weiss and what he was going through, I cried. I cried like a baby. And I'm getting emotional talking about it now. So I'm not going to get into it too much because that shit broke my heart. Because it's like, damn, bro, why do white people, and not all white people, so if it's some on my show right now, I definitely know a lot of good white people that's solid, fight the fight, all of that. But why do some of y'all hate us so much, bro? And I mean, me personally, I'll say y'all hate us because we the greatest. And that's a fact to me. Everything that's really been built off of this world has been built off the backs of black people. And not just speaking on slavery sense, not just, we can go back to Egypt. I can get real deep on that, but I'm not going to do that right now. But it's just like, I think I became so emotional because what if my son turns 16 and go do some kid shit? Yeah, they was wilding in the park, but they ain't do that. And what if my son go wild in the park with some kids just to kick it because I sent them there knowing he's a good boy? And next thing I know, he's spending between the next 6 to 13 years of his fucking life in jail. And I'm sorry I had to go that advanced with my curse words. I'm trying not to keep going that route. But my man spent like 16 years of his fucking life. What's good, G? In prison for some shit he did not. That could have been me. That could have been any black brother on this chat right now. That could have been any one of us. Like, And the crazy part is Corey's name wasn't even on the list. If that docuseries was a complete and accurate depiction, because I know they do switch stuff up for television, but if that was a complete and accurate depiction of that, that man's name wasn't even on the fucking list, and he went down there as a straight solid friend because he didn't want that man mama to be like, why you let him go solo? That was some real shit right there, for real. That was a solid homeboy move, because it's like, man, I know we gonna be good. We ain't do that shit. And them police, when you don't feed somebody for damn near 2 whole days, don't let them use bathroom, none of that shit. Yeah, they gonna say whatever you want them to say to get out that jam. I cannot say that I would have been in there and been like, nah, they ain't do that shit. Nah, they ain't do that shit. I'd have just held my tongue in that sense, because it wasn't no crime committed in our regards, but they like, shit, I don't know what the mother niggas did, especially if I don't know them. If y'all, and they telling them like, they got the facts to that. And that shit blew me, y'all. That shit blew me. And I was in here and I thought something was wrong with me at first, because I was watching the show and the most I got was just like, oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, because I was becoming numb to it, because it's like, I see that every day now. Black men are getting persecuted for shit with white women that they have never done, never dealt with. And it's just like, at this point, watching that beginning part, it was just like, oh, that's 2019. Like, that's right now. But then to go deep into them stories, see all them other boys had to go to juvie. And he went to Rikers out the gate, bruh. And what made me upset about that, I not only cried for him, I cried for Khalif Browder, because that man went to Rikers too, and because of the fucked up tormented shit they put him through when he shouldn't have been there, the man killed himself. Now, what if Corey and them wasn't that strong? I commend Corey. Corey got the utmost respect for me, because he did what I felt like you should do if you know you right. Sit here and hold that L. He told them, if y'all not gonna really listen to me, then tell them I'm maxing out. Because the shit is almost over with. You might as well ride this shit out and get out and not be on parole. Y'all made these men register as sex offenders. As fucking sex offenders for something they didn't do. And then I got even more pissed because she knew they didn't do that shit. But because she's so focused on an approval rate, she just kept pushing that shit. Oh, they did it. This just proved that's the sixth person. How in the fuck does that prove that's the sixth person? And he had the only DNA there. That Puerto Rican Latino man, whatever he is, had the only DNA on the scene, on the person. I know how DNA work. So if all of them niggas would have been on top of her at any point in time, part of them DNA-wise would have been on there, fighting and all of that shit. That like, and you know, I got pissed at dude, because I know he saw them news articles, all of that shit. He knew he did that shit. As soon as you got jammed up for the 3 rapes that you did commit, you should have instantly took heed to that one. But no, you didn't do it. Because whatever evil mindset you had, because you was fucked up in the head. But then, you know, after a while, he came about. And, you know, and I saw it in the show, he ain't want to just walk up and tell Corey, like, hey, I did that shit, because Corey probably would have killed that nigga and would have stayed in jail. So I'm glad he didn't tell him. But it's just fucked up. And it's even, you know who else made me fucking mad? The lady that actually got raped. Now, I'm not mad that the situation happened to her, because that is unfortunate. No woman in the world, I don't care what you do, deserves to go through that. But you can honestly, you got knocked the fuck out, as Smokey would say. And you had no recollection of what you did after you left work. But you got the audacity to be in an article talk about where you were happy. And I think the article was from last year. You were happy that, you know, the discovery and everything was put out so that it could clear the names of the police and the prosecutors to show that they went about this the right way. And I'm just like, and that they did it and there was a 6th accomplice. Bitch, how the fuck you gonna say that and you don't even remember? You don't know what happened. You weren't there for your own rape. Mentally you weren't there. Physically you were, because your body was slumped and laid there. And you really said that? Man, and I just can't believe what the men still going through to this day. Like $41 million ain't enough for shit because it's not like they got 41 million apiece, which is not gonna take back the fact of your childhood. Girl, you locked a 14-year-old up, and then you made the world black. The world already hates black people. A lot of it. You made the world really, really hate them 5 black boys for no reason, and that could be me. Bryson, that could be you. Arthur, that could be you. Like, that could have been any of us, bruh. And that's why I get upset when I be seeing these niggas getting these relationships. And I don't care about you being in a relationship with a white woman. That's what you do. That's what you do. But it made me upset that y'all be putting yourselves in some unfortunate situations for them to jam y'all up. Knowing the history behind that shit. Knowing the history of how they move in that aspect. You know, I'm getting a little flustered. I don't think that ain't even a word. I'm just so fucked up. Rashawn, you're gonna have to go back and watch it because you missed a good convo on that. And I really think another episode. I want to watch the whole docuseries again. I'm gonna watch some interviews of each person, and we gonna really have a set. Even if it's not of an ethnic issue more episode, we're gonna go live and really just sit and talk about how fucked up When They See Us was, because I'm heartbroken by this shit for real. So, to bring it on a more little positive note, because I'm getting upset and I don't want to go through that again, I want to, do my segue into my guest, my wonderful good friend Parris. I know you are still here. So, I am going to send you your ad link. I'm going to have Parris come join us. Just her being great. I think Parris is one of the greatest black females I know, just because she's so resilient. She pushes herself hella hard. She's one that you. Hey, Big P in the building. Hey, Big P in the building.
Oh, Big P.
Eating out of house and home by your kids. Look, I know the feeling. Trust me. I know the feeling. Trust me. I feel your pain.
I say that my pockets are.
I've been selling myself just to get snacks for myself.
I'm
I
ready.
definitely feel it. So everybody I would like to welcome Smith, Parris, St. Louis. St. Louis. Definitely one of the dopest people I've met since I've been here. Taught me one skate move that I've been working on for hours. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing that feedback. Is that on your ear, baby? Do you hear a feedback? Because I'm hearing. Do you hear a feedback? Because I'm hearing.
I'm not hearing it.
When you came on.
Maybe it just came in when you came.
Now I hear it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll work.
Yeah, y'all, we trying to figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, y'all, we trying to figure it out. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna exit out of it and then I'm gonna send it to you again and see if that fixes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's what I think it is. Probably she need to turn hers down. So yeah, let me bring her in and see if that'll help fix it, y'all. Okay, Parris.
Turn your value down. Let's see if that works.
Cause you on a computer.
I'm on my phone.
Oh,
I don't know.
Is it bad now?
It's still the same.
It's still that bad?
I mean, I don't hear you echoing. I hear myself. Maybe let me turn my volume down.
Okay, what about now?
Do you got to hook to a speaker?
No.
I don't know. This is the first time it ever happened.
Okay, what about now?
You
still doing it?
They're still doing it.
We're gonna get through it anyway.
Oh no, I don't want people to be having a hard time hearing.
Can y'all? Is
it hard for you to feedback?
Feedback is just noise. Let me know, y'all.
We're trying to work on the feedback. I'm not sure why it's happening.
Anybody?
Hello.
He's also hello. Hold on.
See if you
I think
can
I
put
got mine.
Do you got headphones?
Yeah.
Because I lost mine. Somebody stole them, or I don't know. Parris, you froze up on me. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. And I don't hear the echo no more.
Okay. Okay,
so
cool.
Maybe that's what it is. I just got to make sure everybody got on headphones. So that's cool. So,
okay.
Once again, y'all, we're going to act like, hold on. I'm back. We're going to act like we weren't never there a second ago. This is the homie Parris Smith. So I'm going to let her tell y'all a little bit about herself and what she does.
Okay. Hey, y'all. So I'm Parris, but people call me Big P. Well, they don't call me Big P all the time, but see, real people like Nico, they call me Big P because, you know, I'm all of 5 foot, but I love to be big. So I am a freelance entertainment journalist, host, speaker, and I'm an entrepreneur, owner of All Things Media Conference and Workshop Series. So that's me in 10 seconds.
Okay.
10 seconds.
What's the name of your company?
All Things Media Workshop and Conference Series.
Okay. I definitely didn't know that. I knew you had a name for something, but okay. Okay, I'll see you out here. We out here. So look, one thing I wanted to know, what really got you into the freelance entertainment journalism?
Okay, so at first, when I first was going off to school, I wanted to be a sports agent. Like my ordeal was like, I want to be this black lady that's like making all of these players' dreams come true. I want to help them out because, you know, when you look at us, you see a lot of, you know, no offense to the white people, but you see a lot of white people representing black athletes. So my mindset was to be that black lady. I was going to be the real life Tasha Mack from the game, the show. So that was going to be me. And so one year in 2016, I had the opportunity to actually go to the combine in Indy. And so I went and I shadowed some sports agents out there, and I actually got to meet like one of my good friends, Vincent Valentine, who played for the Patriots. Like I met him out there. So you know, I was shadowing them, and I'm like, dang, like they would literally be like stealing each other clients. Like if it was a football player walking by themselves, they basically was gonna try to get put on from somebody else. And I was like, this is hella cutthroat. Like this is a cutthroat business. And I'm like, just me, who I am, my personality, my aura, everything about me stands for, you know, having integrity, you know, and moving with integrity and having morals. And a lot of people, like, you really have to be cutthroat. And so while I was in Indy, and I was like, yeah, like God is showing me right now that this ain't for me. And so a lady that was there, and to this day I cannot find her, but this lady was there, and she was like, you know what? She was like, you a pretty girl, you got a nice voice, you got a good personality. She was like, you should just start interviewing people. And I was like, I don't want to be on camera. I want to be behind the scenes. Like that's what I want to do. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be that person. I just want to, you know, do what I got to do and keep it pushing. And like she kept pushing me literally. So I was like, no, like I kept saying no, just didn't want to do it at all because that wasn't my goal. That wasn't for me. Fast forward, that same year, I went to Chicago for the NFL draft. Same lady was there again, and she was like, why you don't have your camera crew? Why you not doing this? And she kept trying to push me to be on camera. She kept trying to do all of this stuff, and it wasn't, you know, at that time, it wasn't for me. Fast forward, months later, back from September, I started being on camera in September after she told me to do it in February. So it took me a long time to figure out like that was actually my calling to step into the limelight and to step into that spotlight, something that I didn't want to do for so long. But now you can't get me out in front of a camera. So that's me.
So look, so with that being something you really didn't see yourself as I guess a lane or an avenue for you to be in, when did you know it was time? Like when did it click in your head like, hey yo, I can do this?
So when I first started out, I had a show called The Parris J Show. I do not go by J no more because some people ask me what the J stand for, and it was just my name. You know what I'm saying? People don't be asking Jay-Z what Jay-Z stand for, but don't be asking me what Parris J stand for. So I had a show, and I was working with Big Ma, he's a really dope videographer, and I started working with him. And then I was like, okay, this was cool. Like my first interviews was horrible. I'm not gonna curse because my granny on here, but like my first interviews was horrible. Like if y'all go back, don't go back and look for me on YouTube, please don't. But if you ever go back, they was so bad. So like once I started getting into the vibe of it, I'm like I kept interviewing more people, and my first like this is where I need to be at was I actually reached out to somebody on Instagram. Like he was hosting a whole bunch of events for Super Bowl, and I was like, let me just, slide in the DMs so professionally. And so I asked him if I could come down. It was in Houston in 2017. I asked him if I could come down to Houston to cover some events. And like he didn't hit me back up. And I'm like, he probably like, girl, I don't know you. You ain't got nothing going. I don't see no work. So I was like, you know what, I'll take the L. And like days later, he hit me back up and was like, hey, I would love to have you come down here. Boo wop. And so ever since then, that initial connection, I did so good my first year, like at the Super Bowl for them, that they invite me back every year to host an event for them or to do their red carpet for them. So that's a blessing in itself. And after that, things just started to kind of like open up more doors and take me to different places. I knew that that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's dope. That's hella dope, because some people don't be knowing, like, just that you be surprised that networking, just a random DM can change your entire life. Especially if that's something that you're going for. It's like, why not shoot that shot? The worst they're going to tell you is no or not respond. And you just find somebody else. For real. So what doubt, if any, did you have in your mind when going into this field?
Ooh, all the doubt. I still doubt myself to this day. Like, I tell people every day, I wake up and I have to fight my own mental, because it's like, I know I have the talent. I know God gave me the talent. I know that he's instilled in me this talent, this gift. He know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. But it's like the angel and the little devil that be on your shoulder. And the little devil just be instilling like, oh, you ain't good enough. You're not going to get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many people that got more experience than you. It's so many people that have, more connections than you. And that's a fight for me personally. Like, I doubt the first red carpet I ever did. I asked every single celebrity, every single football person the same dang on question, because I was so nervous. I was just like, so what charity are you working on? Or, what do you have coming up? Because I just didn't know. I was so uncomfortable because it was new for me. And now I prepare a lot with that. We're coming along with doubt, but just still fighting and still trying to get to her, because I'm not anywhere where I want to be at. But just to know that I wake up every day and it's a battle, it's a fight, because it's like, dang, like, oh, I need to hurry up. Like in my mind, sometimes I feel like I'm not where I need to be at, but every day God remind me that he's still preparing me, because I feel like when I get to where I'm supposed to be at with God, I feel like it's going to blow my mind how successful I'm going to be. And in order for me to keep my humbleness, and in order for me to stay in my bubble that God gave me, I need to keep going through the trenches to get to the paradise side. So, like I said, it's that fight. I fight every day. And I tell people that all the time. Like, people are like, how you do this? How you do that? How you do that? I fight. Do I want doubt to overtake me, or do I want to take doubt be knocking at my door like, what's up, home girl? And I'll be like, God, here you go again. That one person that pop up at your house unannounced, that's doubt for me. So, yeah.
I feel that, because I've been telling myself since I was a little kid, I'm like, bro, you funny. You could be a comedian. But I never believed it. I just thought, and everybody always told me that. But I just was like, nah, bro, there's no way you, Nico, like, you don't got no connections. You don't got the money. Don't nobody know you. And then, to be honest, you were probably the person to push me to actually do this show. Because
I remember you telling me about it.
You stayed on me like, hey, I'll just get random inbox like, hey, what are you doing? Like, you've been talking about it. Quit playing. Get to it. And I just woke up. I went skating one day. And I got to tell everybody that the name of the show came about. I went skating with a Support Black Women shirt on at a white skating rink. And so how everybody kept looking at me. And I was like, this is some nigga shit. But I can't say that as a title. So I was like, ethnic-ish. I'm like, okay, that may work. And then after that, I'll just kind of put it out there to see what feedback I get. And it worked out. And I fight myself to this day. Every day I'll be like,
yeah,
bro, this not going to work out. You might as well give it up. I saw my first 2 videos, view-wise, do really good. My last one didn't do as great. And I kept beating myself up like, what did you do wrong? Because it was a good interview. I'm like, what? I'm like, maybe people are just tired of you already. And I'm like, nah, that's the devil telling you, hey, I'm going to keep pushing at you so you believe you're a failure. Because I want you to believe that even though I don't think you are.
And piggybacking off of the views, because I also, for those that don't know, y'all, I do well, I haven't done it in a while because I do pep talk with P. So remember, I was doing my inspirational videos every week, and I pulled back just because I got into a space where I wasn't up here, I wasn't able to pour out of people, you know. So, and a lot of people be like, oh, you know, like, where your stuff at, where you been at, and you know, I'm like, honestly, I love that people look to me for advice, and I love that people look to me to get inspired, because that's all I'm about. Like, I'm a very transparent person, but at the same time, people got to understand that people go through stuff too. Like, you know, they be like, check on your strong friends. We go through stuff too. And it's business wise. Like you said, your first 2 episodes was banging and your last one wasn't. So it's been times where I didn't, like, as a speaker, because I do speak to people, I don't call myself a motivational speaker because I don't believe that you can motivation.
Oh, hold on. P, where you at? You're freezing up on me. Oh, y'all, we have some little technical difficulties. Maybe they can still hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? You frozen in the flame hand right now. Can y'all still hear her talking? What's good, G? Let me know if y'all can hear her still talking or not, because she froze up on my end. So I need to know if I need to cancel her out and send her another request to come back in. Okay, can y'all still hear Parris? Because I can't hear her. Okay, P, I'm gonna cancel you out. Oh, hold on. You coming back in. Okay, hold on, Parris. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, it just exit her out. Let me see if I can send her another invite. And let me get her back on here, y'all. Okay, well, she's not on here at the moment. Parris, as soon as you come back on, as soon as I see her back on, I'm gonna send her another request. As y'all can see, we had a great convo. Yeah, she got canceled out, y'all. I'm not sure what happened. And I gotta wait for her to, get that, to come back on the live, period, just so I can add her. So I'm gonna just talk a little bit. Yeah, I think she may have had a phone call come through, possibly. That's the only time I ever see a live mess up, usually. So until, okay, there we go. She back, y'all. Parris, Parris, send me the request to join the live. Because for some reason it won't. Okay, there we go. All right, we getting her back on, my people. I'll see you, P. I just sent you a request. If it ain't come through, then send it to me. My things say added. Okay. You should be coming on in a second. Hopefully.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. I don't know why it froze. I can hear you a little bit. It's freezing a little bit. You moving in the matrix. Can you hear me?
Wrong with my headphones.
I can hear you now. It's cool.
In and out.
Yeah, it's going in and out on our end. It froze up a little bit. We didn't know if somebody called you or not.
No, nothing. I don't know. It just
Say
said
something.
that I'm saying something right now.
Okay, you good. We can hear you now.
Y'all can hear me?
I can't do that shit. That shit's so hard to do. I used to be able to straight dance, and that shit hella hard for me to do. Hold on. You was just cool. You freezing up again. I don't know what's going on. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. You know, Steve Jobs and them ain't really do too well with these phones. Sooner or later, man, I'm gonna get my man. I'm gonna have a camera crew thing in here, man. There's gonna be come out a whole lot better for us. Hey, I appreciate y'all joining me even through this. Maybe I can tell a joke. Knock knock. Who's there? Me. Me who? I ain't got shit else. It's just me. It's Nico, my dog in the cage, and my kid gone. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, G. I see you walking.
What's going on?
Yeah, you back. I don't either, to be honest.
Huh?
Okay, it's like you be cool for 1 second and then it frees up. Y'all like my knock knock joke? It was trash, but it was funny. I bet y'all niggas laugh. Smiley, I got a whole Smiley. Guess who won't be a guest? You, Jessica, because you're getting on my nerves now. You've been trying me. P, I don't know what's going on. Is you working? The feds seen we was talking real good and they trying to stop our mojo. For some reason, I can't, I could do it on my computer, but I couldn't bring you in. You can't bring you in. We was giving them too fire of content. We was giving them too fire of content.
I know. I'm about to square up with Facebook straight up.
That's the devil. That's the devil trying to work against us.
That's the devil. That's the devil trying to work against us.
Okay, look though, but you got to put your
headphones in on that feedback.
I don't know where to go. I'm scared.
Look, we're gonna try to get as much as we can out. We pretty much, we were almost towards the end of it, so hopefully we can finish it up before it mess up on us again.
Do you know if you can go live on, I got a MacBook. Can you go live off your MacBook?
You can go live, but I don't know if I can. You should. With them both being Apple products, I wouldn't be surprised if you could be on there and still talk to me.
Okay, but can y'all hear me though? Can y'all hear me right now?
Más o menos.
See, I got the gems to drop and everything.
I can hear you a little bit. It's like you'll get to talking and then it cut out a little bit.
I don't want to do your audience like that. That ain't fair to them.
Okay. Try one more time. If it don't work out, then we got as much as we could. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Let me. Yeah, I can. Yeah, we gonna get her on here, man. I don't care if I gotta go over the hour, man. We gonna get her on here, y'all. Hopefully we can do it. That's that man with that slick back hair trying to ruin us. You a little matrixy. I think we live. Can y'all hear her good? Let me know. I can hear you.
The devil ain't finna get me. Okay. Can you hear me? Or no?
I can.
You say you can?
I can hear you.
Can everybody else hear me?
Can y'all hear her now? I know y'all can't see, but.
No, y'all can't see because I'm walking.
I can hear you though.
Yeah, we could do it. I don't want to mess up your live for next week if you already got a guest, because I don't know what's going on.
But look, you coming through clear now. Just say a whole sentence.
I'm saying a whole sentence right now. My name is Parris. I've been talking to Nico.
Hey, look, they know what you look like. Yeah, so
He said, "We want P. We
yeah,
want P." Oh, Marla.
yeah, you out
Wait.
here, P.
Why I keep saying I don't know what's wrong. I'm doing everything right, y'all. The devil just be the
Well, look,
devil.
since we speaking on the devil, how much of a role does your faith play in your, this journey for you? You can hear me? I,
Okay, can you hear me?
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all of my faith has to go into what I'm doing because it's way bigger than me. Um, it's not a vision that I have for my God gave to me. So all of my faith literally goes into this. I literally have to move by faith when I do this because I don't know when I'm coming or going with this. A lot of the opportunities that I have is all basically out of town. Like I have to travel out of town for my major opportunities because we don't have that kind of stuff in St. Louis of what I do. So I have to trust God because even when I report up under myself, I got to come out of money to fund my own stuff when I'm reporting under my own entity. So I gotta have faith that God gonna get me there and God gonna supply my financial needs, my security needs when I'm going by myself. All of that stuff. So yeah, faith is so important to me and really believe in it. Like all the time, I speak a lot of stuff into existence. Like a lot of people don't know. Last year, I actually got to work with ESPN at the ESPYS award show. So I spoke that into existence. I said one year, I said, I'm going to the ESPYS. I don't know how, but I'm going to go. And literally a year later, I got an opportunity to work for ESPN at the ESPYS last year. Now I ain't going back this year, but it was a good experience. And that faith, I move by faith, and I encourage everybody to do the same.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And I'm steadily that I feel like that's what's finally got my jump start to push myself because I'm not gonna say I had a lot of doubt in faith because I
Mhm.
don't, but I guess I felt like I was lost mentally where I didn't know
Yeah.
where to go myself, who to turn, especially moving out here. I moved out here for my kid and to be with his mother. That didn't work out. So besides friends I got, I was the only person here. So I felt like I really didn't have a huge support system. And I just had so much doubt that I was gonna fail, period, being out here by myself.
Mhm.
And I just realized, man, like you just gotta hold faith, pray on it, and everything gonna work out for the best. It's all a test in life.
It is. It's all a test in life, and it's really about how much do you want what God gave you? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the things that I struggle with, that I know a lot of people struggle with, is procrastination. And I saw a post one day that instilled something in me that made me like, God, forgive me, please, because it said procrastination is the assumption that we have another day to do what God called us to do today. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And so that's
that's a
something I
word.
do. It's a whole word, and I'm gonna repeat it for those that didn't hear
That's a
it.
word.
Procrastination is the assumption that God gave us tomorrow to do what He called us to do today. When whatever you wake up and whatever dream God placed on your heart, it's our job to fulfill it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only so much that we can do that God can take us the rest of the way. God has put me in places. I have been around millionaires, like million people that straight got so much money, and I'm sitting here broke as hell. They think I belong. Like y'all have no idea. I'm the brokest person in this room. But God put me there to prepare me for when it's my turn to be that millionaire, and I'm standing next to somebody that was just as broke as me to bring them up, to give them that
Facts.
inspiration. And another thing that a lot of people struggle with is they want to get put on instead of working hard for it themselves. I always tell people, if I was to come across a millionaire, I don't want $1 million from you. I want your knowledge. I want you to sit down, talk to me, walk me through your blueprint. How did you get this and that? What are the things that you came across? What are the things that you would have done differently? Because people can, when that money is gone, it's gone. But knowledge is forever. Knowledge is rich. And I have a newfound knowledge that I'm so grateful for. Like every day I wake up and be like, thank you, God, for knowledge. Because it's so important. And that's the only way that we are going to truly elevate. And another thing I want to give an advice to everybody is to perfect your craft always. I'm a student of life. I'm always growing. Just like it's a lot of skaters on here. Y'all know that you never ever reach a level of skating, because it's always, as soon as you reach one thing in skating, it's something else that you got to learn. And that's the same thing with your career. Once you reach another level, you mastered that, boom, go to the next level. You keep going and you keep going and you keep going. And I can't say go till you can't go no more, because you're always going to be going. You're always going to be moving up and reaching higher and elevating.
I mean, and that's you definitely hit that like nail on the head, because we are our worst enemies, and we don't tend to believe in ourselves. And once I start every day, I'll wake up, I'll be like, in 5 years, bro, you're gonna be rich. You are going to be, your show gonna take off. You're gonna be able to do this for your family. And I've really, within this past year is the first time I actually believed that. And then with our community having so much talent, it ain't about you giving me anything. It's about the networking. So if, just like you said, if I come across a millionaire, yeah, $1 million is gonna help me. But I don't know what to do with that money if you just give it to me, besides do what I've been doing with money already, which is blowing it. So teach me, it's just, look, like my favorite line from Power, teach me the motherfucking game goes. Teach me the game. Like, tell me what you did. You ain't gotta write it out. Just let me sit in the room with you, watch what you do, and see how you move. Because evidently you got the blueprint to this, because it's worked out for you. Yeah, it's so easy to just accept what somebody give you that you ain't worked for. You don't appreciate it as much. If I work super hard towards something, then you gonna have so much more of a love for that.
Yeah, and like a lot of people say, I read devotionals daily, and one of the devotionals that stuck out to me was that we put our heart is where our treasure is. And for a lot of us, our treasure is our money. So when you put your money into something, your heart goes into it afterwards. If you put your money into a car, you gonna take care of that car, ain't you? Because you paid for it. You know what I'm saying? If you go out to eat and you pay for something and it ain't right, you want it fixed, right? Because that's your money that you work hard for. When you take, and something that I had to do to take myself serious was I had to invest in myself. Earlier this year, I've been trying to get a camera for years. God put me in a position where He forced me to have to buy a camera and become my own videographer and my own on-air talent and my own producer. And it was I did not want to swipe my card at all. But I knew that God put me in a position to where He knew that I wasn't going to do it unless He put me in a situation where I had absolutely no reason to do it. Now that I put my money into where that stuff is, oh, you best believe I'm learning something every day to perfect my craft, because now my money is in my camera equipment. And I know that if I want that return on investment, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. You don't have to. And let me tell you something real quick. I graduated college last year with a degree in media studies. Half the stuff that I learned, that degree didn't give me my opportunities. Who I knew, what I taught myself, and my work ethic is what gets me my opportunities. And that's why, like for my All Things Media Conference and Workshop series, it's for people that want to be in the entertainment industry, because I know how hard it is. I didn't have no mentor in St. Louis helping me. I didn't have nobody showing me the ropes. I literally had to teach myself every single thing. I had to reach. My connects is in LA and New York and Atlanta. I don't have nobody in St. Louis to help me get to where I'm trying to be at. So I'm trying to break that for the next people that's coming up that's always asking me, how can I get on the red carpet? How can I do this? That's what the workshop and the conference series is for. It's so you don't have to pay $36,000 to go to school to be on a red carpet, or you don't have to pay $36,000 to go to. No, you come to these workshops. The workshops are for free. And I bring in people to actually help people learn how to be videographers, how to be photographers, how to be on their talent, how to be producers, how to be, create your own media blog, all kind of stuff. Because the problem is that we take the game and we go with it. No, I'm going to put the game back into y'all. And then however else y'all want to.
You breaking up again, P. Hey, cause I don't know if you can hear me because you are put when this live is done, put them dates if you got the dates already. Yeah, I want info on that because I'd love to go. Yeah, I'd love to go to that. I can. You was breaking up at one point, but you still there? Oh, the government at us again. I can.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, good. So yeah, I'll just put it. I'll send all the information, and then you can put it for people. If y'all want to, y'all can add me as a friend on Facebook now. That way, I know y'all came from Nico, cause I don't be adding everybody. So if y'all add me as a friend on Facebook, I'm so serious. It's like hella people sitting in
I,
my inbox, cause I can't bring everybody. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people with choppers and Glocks on their profile picture.
look,
Boy,
I'll
you
be
was
That's why I'll be deleting them day by day every time I see it.
if I see a Glock on your profile picture, you do not belong being my friend.
That's a
Sir,
fact.
I know the Lord didn't send you. So
That's a fact.
so yeah, I'll definitely let people know and I'll keep y'all updated and I will send it out as soon as possible.
Please do.
I
So I
do.
mean, we had a wonderful interview outside of our technical difficulties, which
Yes,
you
I
see
think
only happened.
so.
But look, it only happened when we started getting really into it.
Real.
So that's just the devil trying to work against us. But let everybody know where they can find you, how they can book you, anything.
So guys, get your pen, paper, what else? Your notepad, get your notes on iPhone, get your Word document, Excel, email, however you want to do. So you can add me as a friend on Facebook right through here and then message me letting me know that you came from Nico so that I can add y'all because I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't, I will not accept y'all friend requests because I'm that particular about who comes in. Um, you can email me at Parris J Show, which is Parris, the letter J, show, SHOW, at gmail.com. I'm not giving my phone number out because I don't know y'all like that. But you can, but you can slide in the DMs and we can chop it up. I'll help y'all out with whatever y'all want to help it out with. If y'all want more information about my workshop series, how to do red carpet, if you need help with videography placement, photography placement, anything at all, even if it's beyond it. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm still working on my faith, so don't let me mislead y'all into thinking that I'm holy moly clean, sparkly, Mrs. Clean, because I ain't. I still got my faults, I still got my wrongdoings, but I'm pushing forward. So don't judge me because I ain't judging y'all. But if you need your faith fueled, if you need some encouragement, anything like that, hit me up. I got y'all. And I want to say thank y'all so much for rocking with us during this technical difficulty. That's
Fact.
some y'all cold straight up. Like
Look,
I wish I had something to give y'all because that's cold. Because I would have been like, shit, they doing too much. So
well, look, but no, that means I'm gonna need to bring you back on another time so we can get back
yeah,
into that again.
yeah. I don't know if it's the house or what, but when I get into my other house, I'm gonna let you know so we can get that set back up. Look, y'all
All right,
messaging me already. I know that's right.
that's what's up. Well, once again, Big P Parris, I greatly appreciate you.
No
Appreciate you having to go
problem.
outside, get you some off with all the
That's
damn
how you know I'm
mosquitoes out there.
dedicated to this.
Look, and I appreciate that. So one love always. I'll see you skating, I'm sure soon,
Yes,
and
yes,
keep
I'm
doing
coming
what you
back.
do.
All right,
All
thanks,
right,
Nico. Love ya.
you're welcome. Love you too.
Bye.
Well, I appreciate y'all for rocking me through the little technical difficulties. Um, we didn't anticipate that. You see, every time that your words start getting fired, that inspiration start getting fired, all that the negativity from the enemy, that's when it come out. You see, we had no issues until we really started divesting into our topic and really trying to push that inspiration to y'all. So I'm gonna definitely have to bring P back on again because y'all seem to really like her, and I like to get people that y'all gonna interact with us. So that made me feel good. I know that made her feel good. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, bro. We're gonna definitely link it. I'm trying to make this bigger. Soon, I'm gonna rap with one of my bros, and I'm gonna get a camera crew to film me doing this, so we can make this good. Eventually, I'll get some microphones and hopefully I can take that to the podcast level. So not only can I do a visual of this, y'all can hear me on iTunes, Spotify, Android, whatever, SoundCloud, whatever you need to hear me. I want to give y'all the audio as well as the visual. Just if you can't drive and do it, you can sit at the crib. Hey, Teray, shout out to Teray and I think it's Wildwood Candles. I'm going to give me one of them. Since Brandy wasn't here originally, I'm going to shout her shirt out again. This is her I Am Gold shirt. I believe it's around $25. She gave me this wonderful color scheme. I didn't even know it was going to look this good until I got it. And I've been amped. I've been waiting to wear this since she gave it to me. I ain't taking out the plastic until today. So if y'all see a wrinkle on here, that's why. But it's clean, clean. But like I said before, why am I goals? Because I'm a black man in America. I am a black father in America. There's so much statistic about black men don't want to take care of themselves, don't want to take care of their own kids, and I beat both of those stereotypes. I'm sorry if I was going to say stereotypical, which is actually a stereotypical thing to say about black men. I could be out here dead or in jail. I'm neither one. And I've had my faults. I've done things in my life that one day I'll go into my whole background story from college because I had a great upbringing. But when you get to your own manhood and your own life, you make your own F-ups. And I had to fix them situations all while still being a daddy. And I remain true to that. Another person I want to shout out before I go into my... What up, Bruce? Another person I want to shout out before I go into my, the ending of this with my last song. Y'all peep the pen. That's my bro Tank Ocho. Alpha Psi, Alpha Phi Alpha, Fraternity Incorporated from Lincoln University. That is my bro. He has a podcast. You can hear it on iTunes. You can hear it on Spotify. You can hear it on SoundCloud. It is called Tank on E. And I just so happen to be, it's actually him and another Lincoln alum named Bridget. Her name on there is B Lolo. So all y'all Lolo fans, y'all shout her out. Listen to that. If you got the chance to download, I'm going to put the links in here. If you got the chance to listen, please listen. I was on episode 31 called The Shy. And we got into some good topics, had some good convos. That's where you're going to hear me kind of, I was talking like on some real stuff with my jokes included. But, I was really doing everything. Look, I put the hat on just to be fly. I don't even wear this hat. So once again, that's my bro, Tank. If y'all want a pen, look up Tank Ocho on Facebook. I think it's Tank Ocho on Instagram, as well as Tank on E Podcast on Instagram. He'll send you a free pen if you want one just for supporting. So I want to thank y'all again. Y'all rocked with me. I felt more comfortable being back in my house doing this show. And I think this was, even with the technical difficulties, I still think this may have been one of the best episodes. I only got 4, so I'm sure that's a 25% chance. But I love this episode. I enjoyed it. I wish we had that not messed up. We'd have really gotten to it. Next episode, I got a treat for y'all on a more business mindset to help you plan and, proper prepare your business. What's good, Mike? That's another good black entrepreneur out here. Another Lincoln alum, man. I've seen you doing it big out here with your clothing line. If you got any of y'all, like I've been putting on posts, I don't need you to give me any free merch. I don't want to take no money out y'all pocket unless you want to send me. If y'all make clothing, y'all make anything, if you want to send that to me, that's cool. I have no problem with supporting and buying. If I got the funds, I'm poor. I ain't gonna lie. But what is free is advertising. So if you got any business cards, any posters, any postcards, it don't matter, anything with your information of your business on it, and you don't mind, paying for the postage to get that to me, I would love to have it from any of y'all. I want to decorate this entire room. I want all these walls filled with Black entrepreneurs that I personally know from my Facebook, whether we've really chopped it up in life or we just talk on here. I want all of y'all to send me that so I can support y'all every episode. I swear I scan the whole wall every episode for y'all to all see that. So if you got something, get it to your boy, because we doing this every week. Next week, really tune in, because if my same guest that's really gonna be there, I'll send you my address, bro, when as soon as I get off this live. I don't want to put it on here in case one of my old hoes come up on here and just figure out where I lived at, because I'll be dipping and dodging them bitches. But we ain't gonna go there for that. So, once again, I appreciate y'all more than anything. Due to the technical difficulties, we extended this a little longer. I am going to play my outro song. I really don't think there's no much of an introduction for it. One of my favorite rap groups from back in the day, the good 8 Ball and MJG. Memphis, stand up, Orange Mound, Memphis, specifically. 8 Ball and MJG featuring Lloyd. Forever is going to be our outro song. Throwback of the day.
Ooh la la, Bangladesh. Hey. See a nigga like me gonna get money till I get rich.
Real $1 cookie, all the brothers visit.
Stay down for whatever, forever hustle with my misfit homes. And so you go see since I call this shit me once we get rich. Till then it's back to hustling.
Send me whatever, Square. I'll definitely put you on. I just want to do this.
I need a big old nigga beater heater. It's in the trunk of my
all
my two-seater. Make all skeeter. Leap up and grab the ball back just like I'm Derek Jeter. I know you wanna fuck my hoe, but you too scared to meet her. See, you ain't got enough bread to even start to treat her. The way a pimp did is in the bed, I'm even sweeter. I hustle. I got more Franklin than me than Aretha. If I had Oprah Winfrey, I would marry her and keep her. I said it's for knowledge and preachers and teachers. Just as long as the message reaches, we all fill up the bleachers.
I'm the MJG.
I get in your shit. I ain't trying to run your quick, that be your friend so quick. Come on, well, my money. Let me hit the stage. Fuck them long interviews. Just give us the front page. Black G apostrophe S suck. Forever bust them lyrics that make the people say that he got nuts.
Get like me, gonna get money till I get rich.
Pete, let me do my thing. That's one. I'm gonna let you cook with that one. These the last two wisely. Oh, cooking.
Kicking in, big ball, stepping in, straight flying when I hustle. That's how I represent bounce. If you feeling what I'm sitting up in your ear hole, I've been rocking mics since I was 17 years old, smoking up, drinking up, kicking dust and fucking up. Everybody want a piece and we ain't got enough for us. Yeah, I took a brick or 2 pounds, I done smoked a few. Got my bread and didn't do what the fuck I was supposed to do. Money blind players turn them into evil spirits. Niggas die trying to live out these old rap lyrics. I try to give it to them just how it come to me. Real and unedited, not how it be on TV. Be myself and don't be what them haters want me to be.
My big ass tires, y'all.
Bad, hit my knees,
I got 2 impossible jigs in me. Before I start
Cinderella with my
get out
fellas.
shape.
Off in the
Nigga like me, gonna get money till I get rich. Ride with a couple hundred G's in a biscuit. Stay down for whatever, forever hustle.
This the biscuit he was talking about, y'all. This is the biscuit. Come on, St. Louis folks.
Your hand down and try to fold it. Lying around the room handle and try to hold it. It's plenty dirt to be swept. It needs to be raised. Now you need to leave from my face. They teach the mistakes that you just made. Thinking the players could get played. Thinking that a rapper could get rapped and phone tapped my whole life. I learned the hard way to spot liars, and it seems like it's still the ones that bring fire. Fire. Jumping about the tip of pistol, spitting up. Fuck me. Watch my gun skeet like it busted nut. Except when it hits the cheek, it burns. Then it's
girl, you do what for me doing all this?
Now you just a memory. Grabbing how I gotta illustrate it. Raise triple X.
That's three. Since I'm making you in a minute.
I don't give a fuck who best. Just watch your mouth talking down in the south. I'ma let my nuts hang and start pointing clowns out.
That shit ain't never happened. I'm still above this. Poor people do poor shit. Poor people do poor shit. Poor people do poor shit. That's my new motto. Poor people do poor shit. We're gonna make that a movie, y'all. Hold on. How many?
Yes. I said yes. I said yes.
This the biscuit he's talking about. Put the biscuit in your mouth. Bitch. Woo. 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 We out this thing, y'all. It's the end of my show, Ethnic Ish and More, episode number 4, with the great Parris Smith. As the old host Slayer would say, I'll holler.